Okay, hello guys, my name is dongwook and today we're gonna discuss about the case study number 5. We'll talk about why many employees get stressful, and we're gonna talk about how to prevention from the employees free from the stress. Okay, then who's gonna first talk about this topic, please? Who's gonna do first? Anybody?
Can I talk?
Okay, Jeonghyun.
We should talk about the first one, James. Is it right?
Yeah, that's right.
I will talk about James' main problem and the plan that our company make it. I think the James problem didn't really happen at work because it happened in his wife and his private places. So he is not good at controlling his emotion and mind about personal something. So he is in big impact on his company because of his personal lives. So it means that his feeling and his personal mind will continue to hurt to the entire team. So I think it is right to fire or move on the next team, and we decide to another good member to the account executive. So I think we have to quickly fire or move on the next team to the James. And so I think that's it.
Okay, thank you. So you mean, cause he, whatever the reason, or he did so bad things, so you're gonna to fire him, right?
Yes.
And
Fire or move to the another team.
yeah, so fire or change it to other teams, right? Oh, it's so really strict solution, really. Really appreciate for your opinion. And who's gonna next? Minji.
Yes. I think he seems to be under very great stress about our successful contract. So I think he should be transferred to a position where he writes and organizes contracts in the office rather than dealing with people, because he talked very loudly and not funny joking to our clients. So instead of making the contract successful, he's only offended his clients and hurt his team members. So therefore, it would be better for him and our team to participate only in preparing of efficient and favorable contracts than in making direct transactions. So moving his position is a right solution for him, and it would be essential to our company too, because his strategies can be helpful to us. So yes, writing assignment should be assigned to him.
I got it. So for punishment, for the punishment start, he should write the assignment, right? Is for good. Then okay, then in my opinion, I almost say I have almost the same opinion as Minji and Jeonghyun, a little different. In my opinion, for James, the most important factor is that excessive work forced him to neglect his family, which resulted in his separation from his wife, I think. However, it can be seen as a case of stress explosion at work. This result can be attributed to the extreme stress of employees due to what you should call meritocracy, which is in Korea's 성과주의. So which only consider their performance only without considering their ability. Yeah. So because of it, I make the solution for the James. It's all about banning excessive work distribution first. Because excessive work distribution not only harms employees' health, but also does not improve work performance, I think. Therefore, we increase the motivation and efficiency of accomplishing the job through proper distribution. I'm done. Anybody has the question for me? If there's nobody, I'm gonna volunteer for still continue the first case. Anyone?
Just you pick the next person.
Okay. It's time to I'm gonna choose the next volunteer. Okay, then Chaerim, what you gonna do next, please?
You mean second situation?
We still doing the first case about James, but if we want a case about the second, whatever, never mind.
I say, okay, I will say case number one. I think the main problem is James is unable to focus on important contract due to his personal problems. The contract is very important one for them, but James is not working properly and Jessica Parker cannot replace him. So in this situation, I think the department need to replace the person in charge of the contract. I don't think James can proceed with contract anymore as it is. HAR department should quickly find someone to replace James and take steps to normalize the contract. This is my opinion.
Okay, really, thank you. And as your last, Youngbin, you ready for?
Okay. I think James is distracted by his private business with his wife. I think this problem is difficult for the company to solve. In the current state of James, it seems too difficult for him to sign a good contract with his customers, and it is so big and important contract. So I think company have to give him a vacation or leave him with the next contract.
So I mean, for now, he got too much stress from the work, so he needs take some time, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, thank you. I think it's to make sense, I think. And we're gonna do next case, the second case. What's her name? Birgit, whatever.
Bridget.
Yeah. Who's gonna do first about the second case? If there's nobody, I'm gonna choose again. Oh, again, Jeonghyun. Okay.
Yes, I think Bridget is really important to affect on other team member because she rules about all of the schedule. So it's really important position, I think. So we need to prepare the more comfortable environment to the Bridget. So I have two plans. The first one is she has to put her assistant by Bridget's pick because she need to her truthful fellow at work. So I think we should pick up her assistant quickly. And second one, she lives a long way from work. So we need to help to her, like we buy near not apartment like office. I think we have to buy or some help about the money problem, and so we have to improve her work life. So yes, I have this two plan. We should pick up the assistant and like personal help about her private spaces like home.
Thank you. So you mean make for better work environment, workplace, right? So she needs an assistant for help her job, right? And the second plan is to provide or make whatever in-house thing to employees for far from work and home, right? For take a rest.
Yes.
Okay, really appreciate. It's really the same as my idea. And who's gonna do next for case second?
Okay.
Okay, again, Minji.
Yes, I think she doesn't get along well with her colleagues at work. So in this case, at first, I think we have to employ the more person to help her. Yes, because we have to make some more colleagues for her to be comparable workplace, and it would be counterproductive if we forced or purposed them to get be friend or be closer. Then so let her focus on just adjusting flow of work and coordinating schedules, which is her job and mission. So and we have to use some internet messenger to make sure that there are as few visitors from other members of staff as possible. Then we can reduce some interrupted people to her, and it makes better than before to her workplace.
So
Yes.
okay, I got it. Really appreciate for your opinion. And who's gonna do next for second case? Okay, almost the same as the last session. Okay, then Chaerim. Yeah.
I think Brigitte is stressed because her supervisor does not want to send her to the training course, in, and she lives far away from work. This is what she gets stressed. So in this situation, I think it's better to ask her supervisor to explain the situation and warn her supervisor if what she is true, and allow her to 재택근무?
Housework.
재택근무.
Yeah.
Housework if she can.
Okay, really appreciate for your opinion. Your solution is really different from Minji and Jeonghyun housework. Okay. I think it to make sense because especially like this era for COVID-19, yeah, it's really the best solution if we see another viewpoint. Then last Youngbin, you ready?
Yes. I think she is very sensitive person, but she's a very important position in the company, and she's company can't with her. So I think company should provide her with an independent office work and keeps her out of the way. Also, she is so far with the company, so company also finds her an apartment or office or one room nearby the company.
Okay, really appreciate for your opinion, Youngbin. And then I'm going to talk about my opinion. Like the second case, I think she's stressed out about people in other departments interfering with her performance during work or during work hours, and her boss discriminating against her subordinates. Just in my point. Also, because her house is located far from work, she's under too much stress due to the absolute lack of time to rest, I think. So I think about the how to solution for her. Then for the welfare of our employees, the company will provide in-house housing to employees who are far from work and home. Not in only Korea, and large companies whereas foreigner countries have opened and rented a residential complex for employees who are far from home or have no on homes. And I think we needed to benchmarking this for her case. Also, during business hours, whatever, employees should be banned from visiting other department office to protect their right to work. Of course, her personality may be introverted or sensitive, but I think the most important thing is to create an environment where she can focus on her work during working hours, I think. And we're gonna move to third case, Juliana, right?
Yes.
Okay, then. Still second case, Jeonghyun and Minji gonna do first and second. I'm gonna really change it for in a row.
Okay.
Is it okay? Okay. Then who's gonna first, Chaerim or Youngbin?
I didn't read this situation, so I need
You need some time, right?
little time.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think Juliana is stressed by tight deadline and self-concentrate work. This problem gives her tension. Also, in this situation, it would be better for her to hire competent staff to ease the burden on her work and arrange the schedule to allow her to relax to deadline.
Oh, okay. Really appreciate for your opinion. And Youngbin, are you ready for? You ready for next or need some more time for?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay, then you go.
Yes. I think this situation, she is too into her work and too concerned about her performance. So I think she has to relax and take her to hospital. This is my opinion.
Okay, really appreciate for your opinion. And who's gonna next for still number 3 case? Jeonghyun or Minji?
Me.
Okay. Again. Okay.
Yes. I think Juliana's problem is too much work to handle. So I think one more art director, not assistant. We need to new and younger art director. So we have to we have two art director in our company because we need two ideas about the more experienced one and the younger one. So we prepare both idea and improve it. So we need two new art director, and she really wondering about the deadline. So if we pick another one, the deadline, if the deadline are same, but the task about the art directing is separate the Juliana and the new director. So it's fine about the deadline. And I think about the next one, Jolanta is assistant, but we need to talk about Juliana to help her assistant because she only handle about task her alone. So she need to help her assistant right now. So I think it's a plan to Juliana.
So in short, Yumi, the reason, the reason why Juliana gets stressed too much is almost the same as Jolanta's reason, right?
Yes.
A similar case and similar reason why they get stressed too much for the case. Okay, and last Minji, you ready for?
Yes. Actually, I think she is the problem to our company because she have her favorite member or not member. So I think we should introduce a blind evaluation for her team. And I know she makes quick and accurate decisions to achieve successful results, but I think teamwork is also an important concessions to our company. So therefore, she need to make some blind evaluation to reduce the differences between the team member she likes and the team member she doesn't. So there and must consider that there is a possibility that both who degrades the moral her team members may be excluded from the personal sections. So she have to the what is in English 공평한
The fair. It's a fair.
yes.
Yeah.
She has
Just
to get some fair eye to see her team member.
okay. Really appreciate. In my opinion, the third case, Juliana, there's something similar to James, because that's too much work. So furthermore, her boss is only interested in the performance only, her job, and not in the way she works or how to work or whatever. This performance-oriented stance is unlikely to create creative talent in the company, and is expected to result in only harm the health of the employees in company, I think. And so my solution is, just in my opinion, my solution for case 3 is almost the same as case 4. So I'm gonna tell about the solution as last for case study for the case 4. It doesn't matter. Okay, you got it? Okay.
Okay.
Then still for our last case, the for Jolanta. Yeah, then who's gonna do first talk about her?
Me.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. I think Jolanta is stressed out when she can play any roles in her department. She was angry that her supervisor didn't think her as someone she worked with. So in this situation, I think it would be better to move her department because Juliana seems to think her as suitable employees for her department. I think her stress could decrease if she was moved to a department that fits her better with her.
Okay, so you mean for her, she changed or moved to new department, or if the worst case, it doesn't matter. She moved to another company, right?
Right.
Okay, really appreciate for your opinion. And next, who's gonna next for it for the case 4? Okay, Youngbin.
I think Juliana's problem is that she's unhappy and concerned with her work. So she seems to be treating her stressful to Joranta. Maybe it's gonna be okay. Juliana and Joranta need to have more conversation. Then Juliana will trust Joranta and listen to her opinion well at work. Joranta will also able to continue her career with this company.
Okay. Really appreciate for your opinion. And who's gonna next still for the case of Jolanta?
Oh,
Okay, Minji.
okay. I think she suffers from her team or her boss, Juliana. Yes, so I think she needs to change of department or the company should make her achieve enough to raise her position so that her power can be strengthened or similar with Juliana because she is very smart member to our company. So she is very competent person, so she needs to be placed where she can help her team as much as possible. So she can move her department to a place where practice is more important than just simple work with what now she is doing. So yes, this is my opinion.
Okay, really appreciate. And as the last, Jeonghyun, you ready for?
Okay, I think Jolanta have to change her boss because, as I mentioned, Juliana's work too much handle to her. So I think, as I mentioned, the third plan is we take a new and younger art director. So Jolanta bosses is the new art director, I think. So the new art director is younger than Juliana and more confidence and more 공감대. I don't know about in English, and 공감대 to Jolanta. And I think Juliana loves to work alone, but if she need, we have to another assistant later. So we have to move on Jolanta to the another art director assistant, and Juliana work alone, and if she need it, we just pick another assistant later, I think.
Okay, really thank you for your opinion. In my opinion, the case of for the Jolanta, she's a subordinate of Juliana, right? And no matter how well she works, She has been criticized for what she can't do without praise. This shows Juliana being a victim of the company's atmosphere, but at the same time being a perpetrator, I think. If this atmosphere continues, it is likely that competitors will lose talented with talented employees, I think. So the solution to the third and fourth case, we are implementing a hurt mailbox that listens to employees' difficulties. Is in Korea is called the intranet in the company's side. We needed to ensure anonymity to help the voice the people whose dissatisfaction. And I think we should create an atmosphere where each member is respected by taking measures such as reducing promotion and giving a sense of encouragement to employees who are stressed out or overcriticizing their employees, I think.
Okay.
And okay, then from now on, we still do talk about the case of the employees, why they get stressed too much, the reason why, and we're gonna talk about the solution for prevent employees from the get stressed too much situation. Then I'll finish the conclusion about this meeting at the next meeting. Okay,
Okay.
thank you, and we're gonna see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye.